Imagine this. A child bursts onto a sunlit playground. Her ponytail bounces as she skips across the asphalt. She hops through chalk-drawn squares, arms outstretched for balance. Then, with a spark of energy, she jumps, lands in a fit of laughter. Pure joy in motion. To the casual observer, she's just playing. But what you're witnessing is so much more. This is a child developing motor competence, the foundation of an active and healthy life. The ability to throw, catch, run, jump, they're the fundamentals of movement, and they matter. Because a child who is a competent mover is more confident and socially connected, more fit and strong, more active throughout life, less prone to anxiety and depression, and they perform better at school with higher attention, memory, and executive function. In short, children who move well learn better, feel better, and live better. But here's the reality. Less than half of the Australian children have the proficiency in these skills that they require to unlock the benefits. And this isn't just a national issue, it's a global trend. The consequences? Profound. At an individual level, it means more children growing up inactive, at risk of chronic disease, low confidence, and low self-esteem. At a population level, we see skyrocketing levels of preventable diseases, higher healthcare costs, and an education system that is in crisis. Right now, only 1 in 10 Australian adolescents meets the physical activity recommendations. 1 in 7 experience a mental health condition every single year. Academic performance and school engagement is declining, and half of all children report that their learning is compromised. This is not just a health issue. It's an education issue, a social issue, and an economic issue. But here's the hopeful part. We already know where to begin. Childhood provides a pivotal window for motor competence development. And primary school PE provides the perfect platform. Broad reach, trained personnel, dedicated time, curriculum support, and a captive audience. But there's one missing link: assessment. It's really hard to improve what we can't measure. But our research has revealed that motor competence assessment is rarely conducted in schools, not because teachers don't care, they do, but because they face real barriers: lack of time, training, confidence, support, and practical tools. So to tackle a really complex situation, we started with a simple question. What if we could make assessing, monitoring, and improving motor competence easier? But to truly answer it, we had to break out of our silos. We had to lean into interdisciplinarity, bringing together health, education, engineering, and more, because real solutions don't live in just one field. Our first solution was a technical one. We developed a wearable sensor prototype using wrist and ankle IMUs to assess 7 key motor skills. We trialled it, and while the accuracy and the performance was great, the practicality wasn't. Teachers couldn't fit and calibrate 25 sensors within their lesson. So we pivoted. And this is where collaboration truly transformed everything. I reached out to Deakin's Institute for Intelligent Systems Research and Innovation, a group of world-class engineers working in AI, robotics, engineering, and more. And I posed a question. What if we could develop a system, no sensors, that automatically assesses these skills and delivers actionable outcomes using AI? I had the question, I had the idea, I certainly didn't have the skills. Their answer, yep, we can build that, but we need the money. So together, we pitched the idea to a funder. Their answer, to our surprise, yep, we can build that, but we need the data and we need a lot of it. So we needed a real-world setting where we could collect large-scale movement data. And that's where opportunity met imagination. I had previously heard about the ScienceWorks Activation Project, a part of Museum Victoria's holiday program that brings science to life for children and their families. So with my colleagues in the Faculty of Health, led by Professor Natalie, we shaped an idea into a unique interdisciplinary proposal, blending education, health, engineering, and public engagement. Over 16 days, we collected data from over 1,400 children performing these 7 different skills. We then manually coded the data, which took a very long time. But we knew that we couldn't do the next part. So we leaned into the strengths of others. We needed minds that think in code, not biomechanics. So together, the engineering team, led by Dr. Tao Zhu, built something remarkable. They built a deep learning system that could do in seconds what it used to take trained professionals to do in hours or even days. Now, the following is a little bit complex, but bear with me as I walk you through it. They designed a pose estimation system to track movement, a spatial graph attention network to understand the joint relationships, a temporal self-attention model to read movement over time, and this was all layered within a learning framework that keeps getting smarter. The result? An AI system that assessed these movement skills with over 85%, rivaling human expert judgment. So we had the AI and we had the science, but that wasn't enough. Too often, innovation ends in the lab. Powerful tools are built, but they don't make it to the people who really need them, and we wanted to change that. We set out to create something truly usable, something that translates complex science into practical, everyday tools. But to do that, we had to work with the end user, the clinician, the practitioner, the coach, the teacher. And that's how we built the Moving the Next Generation web platform. A solution that was informed by real-world problems, not just technical possibilities. The platform, developed by Dr. Yujing Zhang and his team, had 3 core components. The front end, where the users uploaded the videos, they viewed results, and they tracked progress. The back end that managed the data flow, the user access and the storage, and the machine learning engine that analysed the videos to provide those immediate outcomes using human skeleton data. But what really sets this apart is its accessibility. It is cloud-based. You can use any device, a phone, a tablet, a laptop, no tech skills and no expensive hardware. So compared to sensor-based systems, it's simpler, more scalable, and it delivers immediate, actionable results. By building this with end users in mind, we didn't just create a platform. We created a bridge between science and impact. What makes this truly unique is not the AI, it's not the tech, and it is not the accessibility. It's the collaboration. This project was shaped by educators, addressing a real need, guiding curriculum alignment and practical application. Engineers building the technical system, health researchers ensuring the rigour in research and assessment, designers refining the interface, and most importantly, the teachers who co-designed at every stage with us. Within Deakin, this meant working across the School of Education, the Faculty of Health, and ISRI. Beyond Deakin, it meant partnerships with the government departments of health and education, museums, schools, and tech developers. And all of this has been anchored in participant-led philosophy, keeping end users, especially teachers and learners, at the centre. I often say my research lives in a blur between disciplines, between HASS and STEM, between education and science. I call it research with soft edges. It's flexible, relationable, and truly open to what collaboration brings. And it's not a style. For this project, it was a true strength because no single discipline could have delivered the Moving the Next Generation platform. It took shared goals, mutual respect, and a willingness to listen and adapt. So what does Moving the Next Generation offer? It reduces assessment burden and it enables teachers to identify skill gaps and provide precision instruction. It supports tailored curriculum delivery and automates reporting. It empowers systems to track population-level outcomes and allocate resources. It contributes to reducing health disparities, particularly for vulnerable populations. And most importantly, it reminds us that when technology is grounded in human connection, can truly elevate the very best of what health and education can achieve. So we've delivered the platform and we're back in schools, working alongside the teachers as they trial the platform with their classes. Because this research does not end with the delivery of a product. It lives on in real-world settings. At its core, this project is not about technology, it's not about movement, it's not about science. It's about potential. The potential for every child to feel confident, capable, and connected. And the only way that we can unlock that potential at scale is by working together.